ladies and gents. How are you on this beautiful 4th of July? For whatever reason, they didn't need me at work. Yeah, not like I wanted not to work. I would much rather be at work. I'm not one of these people. I'm not one of these people that's so goddamn spoiled that you like the things on Friday that you're able to afford if you are responsible and you pay your bills. But yet, you don't want to be at work. I actually don't mind being at work because, I live in reality. I realize everybody needs to figure out how they're going to live to support themselves, feed themselves, clothe themselves, shelter for themselves. These are all things that you're supposed to provide when you reach a certain stage in life, right? So, I am off today unexpectedly, but that's cool. So, it'll probably be the gym and probably a little bit of cleaning, but that's besides the point, right? That is besides the point. So let's just go ahead and get into it. How great is this country that we all live in and we experience as Americans, right? I mean, it's the 4th. We have people that are going to go out and protest because it's your right. And I support your right to do so. I think it's stupid, but nonetheless, it's your freedom, right? And at the same time, I have to sit here and laugh because there is a growing segment of Negroes, straight Negroes, right? All this humbling and grumbling. I'm like, what? Nigga, what are you upset about now? I ain't doing nothing. Like, you do realize that your black ass is the freest you've ever been in history. In the last 200 fucking years. Like, let's be honest. It hasn't been pretty. It has not been perfect, but you're still free. Okay? Now, what it is that you do with that freedom is all on you. But it's okay, right? I mean, you just let people do what it is that they do. I mean, imagine that. You're so spoiled because you didn't get your way. The big, beautiful bill passed. That nigga Trump is running it up on the Democrats. I mean, he is Tom Brady out here, 28-3, Atlanta Falcons, right? After everything you tried to do, whether you agree with this man or not, he's done some very impressive things thus far. And for the most part, I do support it. I really do. But in the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you none other than a clip from an amazing time period. It was called the 90s. This clip comes from GRTV. It was a local public access TV station in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I'm from. And there was a man, one man, who used to come on at night and sometimes scare the shit out of most kids, myself included, because he didn't know what was going on, especially like after the X-Files went off. Because you're already on 10 because, Scully. You didn't know what was going on. Okay? And now we have this man on TV singing these songs. And there's a story behind this. Let me see if I can get through, but this is what it is.
The 4th of July. On the 4th of July, on the 4th of July, strange things.
Wait. Let's get a little bit more. Oh.
Started happening as the pretty girls walk by. On the 4th of July.
Okay, all right. Oh my God! Oh, okay, all right. Jesus. Oh. Now, okay. Oddly enough, I met this man when I was working in Grand Rapids. Probably, this is 2018, right? I was working at a local company. They were fixing trailers, and I would transport these trailers to different customers, different job sites, whatever, right? Really cool place. And I wondered, how do I know this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, dude, in New Jack City. How? I knew him. I just didn't know how. And yet, I couldn't place him. And it was through general conversation because I would see him from time to time, occasionally. And one day it finally hit me just through a conversation we were having. He was talking about how he was involved in music. And I was like, oh, okay. So do you know so-and-so, name dropping some local cats and seeing where he might have recorded and things of that nature. And he was kind of just, oh yeah, I don't think you would know it. I was like, really? Okay, but he seemed to know the people who I knew through recording and things like that. So I figured there were things that obviously he's not, he's not BSing about, right? So, I was just wondering about him in general. Like, okay, cool. But he was a very, very nice man. Okay. And then one day, somebody randomly in Facebook, I see this, right? I see this. Okay. And I'm like, holy shit, like, mind blown. I'm like, no. I said, is that him? And I'm not going to say his name because, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This guy was, like I said, a local legend in Grand Rapids for some very obvious reasons. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I'm like, no. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I could not believe it. And I actually showed everybody at my job. Actually, I think I showed them this video. I put them on to a series of videos. As soon as I found them, right? And they were like, bro, there's no way. There's no fucking way. I'm like, yes way, bro. Yes. That's him. I was like, this is like 20, 20 plus years ago at this point. It's not 96, but I'm like, yeah, I'm quite sure I know exactly who that is. I was like, dude, look at the face. They're like, hey, man, bro, just come through and just start playing the songs. I'm like, no. I said, because that's borderline mean. I don't know if this is like a comedy skit or whatever. But I say that to say this was an amazing experience. And like I said, he was always a very nice man. I never had anything bad or impolite to say about him. Always a stand-up guy. Very nice man, right? And then one day he stopped coming around. And then one day, which, is uncommon. Sometimes, we all as truck drivers, we're in and out of other things and our assignments change and whatnot. Then I found out later on that he actually ended up passing away. And I said, oh no, I felt bad, because like it or not, this guy was a local Grand Rapids legend, right? And for those of you who know, in the suburbs of the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan, this guy used to be on your TV on the public access channel. And I thought there is no other greater time than to play my man, the great Daryl Nathan, all right, and to let his creations actually be heard, especially on this momentous occasion of the 4th of July. And that's exactly why we had to play that little snip. And for those of you who are witnessing this man for the first time, hey, man, I guess I don't think there's an interview out there to see if he was serious about this. But at the same time, this is what this man was compelled to do with his time. And ultimately, we're going to appreciate it because, man, okay. It was something, it was something. You had to be there. And I just needed to share this because today is just going to be a good day, and I really appreciate this guy just for being who he is and having the balls to be who he was, right? So with that, everybody, have a wonderful 4th. Remember, for those of you who angry over the not Kobe, but the Diddy verdict, sorry. Those of you who are upset at the big, beautiful bill, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all please try not to act like life is a carnival cruise. And please try not to have any nigga moments.